Well,
Well,
right.
guess what?
Let me move Travis in here. I got Travis. I got Dane. We're
Woo!
talking
I'm suppressed.
AEW World's End 2023 is how we're getting off the year.
The
So
world did not end.
we had 13 matches on that card, 3 on the pre-show. Okay, so
Not worth talking about, really.
you didn't. I watched the whole thing. I know Dane here and
What?
there.
Yeah, I watched. I
Did
watched. I
you?
watched the whole thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the whole thing. Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
All
for the
right.
sake of this narrative.
Okay, we'll skim through the pre-show here. Willow Nightingale defeated Chris Statlander. It was a
I
pretty
had to
good
go.
match.
I
It's
didn't. I
pretty
didn't.
long in my opinion,
Yeah,
but
I didn't see that
um,
match. I was on the toilet. I didn't see that match.
the battle
Sadly.
royale for the future AEW TNT Championship title match. Kill Switch won that. Luchasaurus, which
Who was in that battle royal?
that'll be important.
Anyone of note? Anyone
I
of note in that battle
still
royal for people that didn't see it?
I mean, he beat up Trent, so that was like, Trent
Ah,
was
big
gonna win,
names.
but um, and it was just pre-show battle royale. We'll get into that. We'll get more into that in the battle royale here later. But Hook, big FTW fan, big Hook fan. He beat Wheeler Yuta,
10 minutes.
So that was a good one. But let's get into the actual card of the show here. We have a ton of tag team nonsense. It felt like, but in reality, actually, at the card, I guess we didn't. Maybe it just felt like it. But we had two big old 4v4 matches here. So we had the Blackpool Combat Club, which was Claudio and Danielson, and with the Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia taking on Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and Roosh. Why this is a match, I don't know. I didn't care about the match either. Danielson and them wins. It was okay. It was a good start to the show, but like it led to nothing. It was for nothing. It
I
was
didn't
just a fun
watch
little
it.
wrestling
Like
match.
it was going on. I shouldn't say that. I was watching it. I wasn't digesting it. Like there was
Yeah.
nothing there for me. So it's kind of like I see a few sequences of moves. I look off to the side. I'm like, wow, things are happening here, and then I do it again.
So what I'm trying to piece together here was why you had thrown together you had Danielson and Claudio with Mark
Well,
Briscoe and Daniel Garcia. I know these are guys tournament, so just whatever.
that's
but
what it was. They're just for him in that match. That's the reason. That's the only logic you'll probably get.
Brody is a part of a faction. Jay White's part of a faction. Jay Lethal's part of a faction. Rush's part of a faction. These are all guys. I don't know, but nonetheless, it was a match.
Yeah.
I guess you needed more matches for a paper. I don't know, but Miro.
I don't think that's true.
No, that's dumb.
Here's
like
why
you
I
said,
say.
they all have freaking factions. Why didn't they just face the Blackpool Combat? Why didn't they just do a tag team match?
Well, I know why they didn't face Blackwood Combat Clubs because Yuta's in the match with Hook, and then
yeah, but it could have been a tag team match. It could have been Claudio and Bryan Danielson versus two people from another faction. Like,
I mean, I would have rather had a 2v2v2v2. You could have had,
you could have done that too.
Yeah. Whatever. You could have put them in that battle royale for Karen actually, and made the battle royale seem more important. But whatever. I don't want to talk about that match because it leads to nothing. It's for nothing. Miro and Andrade actually was a little feud
enjoyable.
Going on. It was enjoyable. Actually surprised Miro defeated Andrade. I thought he would stretch this out a bit more. I can't mention or even look or think about this match without during the match Dane telling me that Lana, CJ, Perry loves to get with other men consistently.
I didn't say that for legal reasons. I implied it, and that's because I was watching Surreal Life, and Des Rodman's walking out with his fucking cock out, and I'm just saying, it's a long story. Lana seemed pretty impressed, and so did Frankie Muniz, but he seemed like more like
like terrified.
He seemed more like impressed that like somebody would do that, not like impressed about it, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out Frankie Muniz, by the way. Cool guy. Agent Cody Bank.
Agent Cody Banks. Yeah.
Yeah. Go watch it. Go rent it. But yeah, that match was pretty cool. It ended with a basic like super kick thing, just a little distraction into a super kick thing. It was cool. It was whatever. And then a submission, obviously, yeah. But it wasn't no. It wasn't the best match those two people could put on, but it was a good enough match for this card. Like their feud's like I don't even know what they're feuding about really. Like I don't really care. It's not
the end of it probably. So I don't know. I guess
no, it's probably just the start of it, which means there's probably going to be something useful and important that happens later on. So look out for that.
Well, how about this next match? You got Timeless Toni Storm. I'm loving her title reign. I'm loving Luther. All right, taking on Riho. She wins the match, and a lot of us guys, I would speaking for everyone else really in the Discord, but
no, Lane was crying.
Storm. Well, Lane loves Riho, and I know Connor wanted Riho to really win that, but I think most of us are loving Toni Storm's title reign to speak for us. But I'll let you and Travis speak.
Yeah, you're speaking for me. Also, that's not fair. Travis goes by time. He goes by time.
He's literally timeless.
Yeah, exactly. What are you asking? What I think of Timeless Story Storm of the match? Because I was sadly on toilet again. I missed that match. I didn't see it. But
it was 11 minutes, Travis. You weren't on the toilet for 11 minutes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was. It was a long poop. You don't need to know my business. I don't tell. But no, Timeless Toni Storm should have won the match. Riho shouldn't even have been in the opportunity. There's a lot better women on that roster than Riho.
She did win the match. What do you mean she should have?
No, she should have. No, she should have. I mean, she should have because it shouldn't it should have been an easy match. It should have been in 5 minutes. Riho is only getting there because of who she knows. Exactly, it should have been 5 minutes.
It was 11. How old Riho is in real life.
But no, Riho only there because of Kenny, and that won't last long with him. Being away. Like, there's a lot more better women on that roster that deserve that opportunity, but Riho works hard for what it's worth. But, it's not... My short take...
Short take? Are you calling Riho short, dude? I'm going to get my buddy Kenny Omega to defend her on Twitter and spend all his hours doing that instead of fixing...
but remember, when we criticize them, we're the monsters. We can't criticize anybody. Makes us evil.
No. Here's my question. I like Riho. I think she's awesome.
I don't think she.
But I agree with you. I think Toni Storm's super underrated. She was underutilized in WWE. I hear she had a bad experience. There.
Well, she got pied. She got pied in the face. Yes.
Well, that too. Yeah, that happened too. But it seems like she's bounced back. She has a new gimmick, a new persona. She kind of like. I think she put years on her career because I kind of don't know how much longer she could have done that last gimmick,
Yeah. She's really evolved.
It was kind of like past his expiration date. It was like, cool, dude. You've been doing this a long while. Like,
she's really evolved with this character, in my opinion.
It's good.
Though, Rio. I don't know where Rio goes here. Maybe Japan, but Timeless Toni Storm. Even then is like, all right, who's the next contender? Is it Paige? Is it you bring in another woman? Is it we run back Nyla Rose now because we're just facing previous champions?
It's Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss comes back.
Like, what do we do at Timeless Toni Storm? What would you guys want to see here at Timeless Toni Storm? I guess I'll say Paige. I don't know, but
who's that fan that she has that brought from Stardom managing her?
Great question. All I know is that
they need to do a Mickey James angle with her. I think that's what they were teasing. That's how you get the ratings. That's how you get over.
All I know is that she I think is an OnlyFans star because
who is
who isn't exactly? Okay. That's the dumbest thing you've ever said all day. That's like
you're a big fan of Japanese women wrestling, Dane. Who is this woman like from Stardom? That's she debuted. She was a big name over there, and then she came
I have no
idea. She's like Tony's fangirl pretty much. I'm like they should do a Mickey James angle. They build it up, make it a long feud. Like it's clear what people want to see, and that's what they want to see.
Does it?
And
It starts.
they
It starts with a T, right?
That's sort of an
That's what it
L.
is?
yeah, CGTs. I don't know what it starts with. This is great on air, by the way, guys. This is great.
Well, I wasn't prepared to talk about this chick. Somebody pulled her out of their ass and said
This
that
is she's good. She's gonna, like I said, because they've established her. She's been on the product a lot with Tori Storm.
I didn't. I don't see her on the card, so I'm not talking
Well, she
about
wasn't
someone that's not on the card.
Uh,
Well, I'm not. I refuse to talk about anyone that's not on the card. Because
anyway,
also,
I think they should do an angle for her. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, you should do an angle where you make out with her.
Maria May. There we go. That's her
Maria
name.
May.
Yeah, she's over from Stardom, and they
I
could
guess
definitely
we
do an
can
angle
a
like that.
side. I guess we can do a side feud story, crazy fan thing. I mean, I don't want
Crazy
her
fan
ever
build.
win. I don't want her winning the belt. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm not saying that. No,
I
I'm not
guess
saying
we're
that.
at a point.
No,
Where,
you just build it up. Like if you want someone serious, like not Julia Hart.
No, the other Julia, the Julia from Stardom. That's who we need.
Jamie Hayter needs to come back and win the belt. That's the thing. Jamie
I guess we're at a
Hayter's
weird
someone
point
that's
because
Jamie
it's
Hayter's
like,
not a bad
what,
option.
What
She's
do
good.
we do?
She's a great option.
No, she's a good one. That's what I said. Not bad.
Also, can we let the
Yeah.
women shine with some crazy ass stipulations again? Because I feel like it was at the strongest when you just let Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa go out there. And
What do you mean? What do you mean? We had a stipulation tonight. There's a house rules later on. We had Kane and the Undertaker. Kane and the Undertaker.
We've got that. That's like 3 matches down the line. That we even got to the.
Okay,
we have a whole conversation before that with Jericho. So hold on.
There's certain match types I think they'll bring back, but people wouldn't want them, But I think there should be more elegant match types allowed.
All right,
I think.
Let's get into Swerve
match types for everybody.
Yeah, you're just like I was watching 2004 SmackDown. You're like Kurt Angle with the lingerie triple threat match, Fatal 4-Way, whatever, with Eva Marie and Sable, and then he fired all of them anyway. They didn't even get out of the match.
All right, next match: Swerve and Dustin Rhodes. Swerve was supposed to face Keith Lee, and I don't know what the heck happened there. If it was travel problems
couldn't get out of bed.
It just I don't know, but we ended up getting Dustin Rhodes, which was a match. I'll tell you that.
It was 9 minutes.
It had a lot of unnecessary hurting type to it. I honestly thought. Here's my opinion. Okay, what do I know? But if you're gonna place a guy,
what do I know?
With another dude, maybe let's not drag out the I'm injured and make it feel like we're gonna replace that guy with another guy. And I honestly actually would have been okay a little bit if they would have replaced the guy who was replacing the guy.
I think
if they would have had like an impromptu, like, oh shit, we're about to run back Hangman or something, or Hangman's gonna help out Dustin or something. But
yeah, so like pure speculation here though, but like I wonder if the match time got cut down and Dustin was like, "Hey, this match needs a story," and then maybe he came up with on the fly or something.
Maybe because you just have the random. There's a couple just random fighting each other matches, but I mean it was due to unfortunate circumstances that Keith Lee couldn't face Swerve again, but whatever. Swerve wins. He heavily implies that he's going after the world title. We'll get to that.
Listen, they should have a donut eating wrestling match. I think Keith Lee might win that one.
A lot safer too. And you can Skype it. You can zoom in.
Just do it. Yeah, do it on Discord.
Yeah, you can just do it virtually. You don't have to physically be there. All right, next match of the card. Swerve wins, right? You have the Sex Gods, Sting and Darby taking on.
Did you like that little sign they held up?
And the Don Callis family, which was Take Shida and Powerhouse Hobbs. It was originally going to be Kyle Fletcher. I don't know why they replaced him, but whatever. Jericho during the match, or before the match. Okay. So I woke up this morning, a whole bunch of craziness with Jericho. I don't even have time to get into it. And it's one of those things where there's so little detail. I don't like talking about things that aren't
well documented.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
if there's like
not
3 details about it, it's like maybe like we need to wait for one of these people to speak out and like actually learn more shit.
Yeah,
and
I need
not
a little bit more information on this one before I can give a full opinion on either side to say this or
Jericho's
that.
Jericho's a
So-
creep. I don't need an opinion. I've already, you know, he's right now a creep until
I'll tell you this, there's enough reasons
what
to
happens?
hate Jericho, but as you see with tonight, just like with Vince McMahon months prior, fans didn't give a shit. They were singing Judas. There was a couple fans that
there
were
was an
a couple
NDA chant.
Yeah, there's a couple vocal minorities with the NDA chant, and there was
The sign
the
above his
sign.
head that he looked great at.
Gosh, let me see it real quick. I sent it to Dane here. It's in our DMs. It was
It's so
it was
good.
Jericho Away World's NDA. So I knew there was NDA chanting. That was
yeah, but they still said Judasin. Maybe they were doing it tauntingly. Maybe they were calling him the Judas.
Honestly, you know, it's crazy though. They still they got the win, and I guess maybe because Sting and Darby are there, and Sting's on a run. But big rip to Don Callis family. Big rip to the tag team champs. Here's how I would have done this. Okay. Here's how I would have done this. Okay. What do I know? Okay. All right. And I'll let you.
North Carolina boy, tell us how you would have done it.
I'll tell you. Here's how I would have done it. I don't know. I sound like Dutch Mantel at that point or something, but
I love Dutch
You
Mantel.
guys can tell me what you guys would do.
Shout out to Dutch Mantel. You're a legend. Don't let Ric Flair talk shit about you ever.
Jericho and Sammy get taken out backstage by the Don Callis family, and then you got Big Bill and Ricky still fighting Sting and Darby for the belts. And put the damn belts on Sting and Darby. Let them have a little title run for a little bit before Sting retires. I think that would be happy all the way around. You read off. You still have a fight backstage with Don Callis family and the Sex Gods. You know, before you figure out what's up with the whole Jericho situation, but they just went out there and they said whatever. We don't care if it's, you know, we have no info if it's true or not, and you know, so I guess time will tell in the next however long if that was a good call or a bad call. I would have gone with a safe call personally. I wouldn't even book to this match to start off with. Even if you would have asked me Wednesday, I'd be like, there's no way to have another 4-on-4 match. I would have been like, give Sting and Darby the damn tag belts. Let Jericho say, hey, I want to give this to you, Sting, as my gift from me to you on your retirement. I want you to go out there and do what Kenny and I were going to do. But
yeah, like defend the belts.
So.
I think they should defend the belts. Jericho.
Exactly.
Jericho should have found someone to replace it.
Match.
Yeah, this is like the last. This is like this is the last. This is the last pay per view of your year. Either defend all the belts.
International title match or whatever the thing's called.
No, it's gonna be on the New Year. It's gonna be little man going against other you know, like a Dante Martin. You know.
I don't even.
But that's not real. But mind you, that's not a real belt. That's not a real belt. That's the mascot title. You win that. You get the mascot for the company. Like that's how it works.
Yeah. So we get the segment, like you said, Orange Cassidy is saying he'll defend the belt.
It's like I'll defend
whatever.
it. Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That belt means nothing. So we move, but no, they should have defended the tag belts. That's all I'll say. I agree with you in a way. I think it was Jericho needed the W.
versus Kane next, dude.
I sadly missed this because once again I once again went on the toilet.
Dude, it's not Halloween and Abaddon's on the show. What's going on?
Yeah, so Julie Hart takes on Abaddon. I loved how during this the house rules was biting is allowed, and I actually enjoyed this match.
You're into that. Dom's into that. He's like,
and Julia retained. You thought they were gonna give Abaddon for a 5-month feud or something. I don't know.
Yeah, 5 months feud. What do you mean?
Dude, not Christmas, damn it.
Dude, it turns out Abaddon is the sister of Julia Hart,
And
right?
Who burned down the orphanage, the funeral home?
Well, Abaddon's second personality, Abaddon. Don't do that.
Abba, don't do that. That's what she's saying. Sister, don't do that. Abba, don't do that.
Abaddon. You know,
no.
I noticed you haven't moved on the screen share at all. You're not even playing the game.
Well, this is.
I know.
This
I've
is
been too
important
busy
for
just
la-
talking about this. And
This is important for later. You
it's
know.
hard. It's hard to book and talk, but I just want to keep it on Jack Perry. We're later.
Right.
We're later.
For later. Real glass.
The real glass magnet, Jack Perry. Yeah, sorry if you came for the PWS part of the stream, but
We lied to you.
no, because we'll book them though, maybe.
Well, you guys book it, but I'm going after this review.
All right, but anything you want to say about that in terms of what's next for Julia? I guess Willow.
I thought the finish was kind of lame, but the match was good enough. Like it was as good as.
Like I said, I didn't see it. Sadly, I was on the toilet again. But I would give it a solid Obuga Booga rating. Spooky, the spooky rating.
Let's get to my favorite match. The longest.
They had a spooky chant. I forgot about that.
Did.
That was like the first chant. Everyone was chanting spooky.
That's a good way to put it over.
Spooky. All right,
We are women wrestlers. That's trending on
favorite
Instagram.
Match: Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, being the other shot each other. All throughout.
They did a lot.
You got, you know, Nick Wayne's mom out there. Nick Wayne, champ, going through, putting his ass literally through a.
We had commentary commentary basically confirmed that Christian is like smashing Nick Wayne's mom.
Yep.
So shout out to that.
What's the implication? I don't know what. I don't know.
Cussing out Nigel McGuinness. I love that.
Oh my God, my boy, my British representation attacked. Danger.
So Adam Copeland, by the end of it, like I said, you get this great match. You get them just being able to shout at each other. Nick Wayne, like I said,
The Foley spot, dude.
The Foley spot of the night, you say, because they're local. Nick Wayne. Luckily, Nick Wayne didn't fully go through the table. The table didn't break, by the way. He just put his ass through.
No, I think it probably hurt more that he just like kind of.
He just kind of bumped it. He just like.
Yeah.
Imagine sliding through fire. That's not good. That's painful, and then it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Because when it breaks, because the gimmick is, when it breaks, the fire just disperses a bit more. But if you
if you just
like
keep it there.
Yeah, it just So he just kind of slid through it.
Are you giving away wrestling secrets live?
It's not even. It's not. It's not. The thing is, Dane, it's not even a wrestling secret. It's not even a secret. It's logic.
You're one of those guys that goes on like ABC Family and gives away wrestling's hidden secrets.
No, it's not even.
Took a science class.
It's not even. It's fucking. It's a basic thing. Like it's not even like hard to work out. If I punch my hand through a flaming table or put my hand in an oven, which is going to be worse? It's not hard to work out. It's not me ruining anything.
Putting my hand through a flaming table is
it's taken so long, so I could tell this was. Not real. This was not real fire. So
real fire.
Jack Perry would not be happy about it. It was
real glass.
Fire. Well,
he should have went ahead. So Adam Copeland wins. He's like, I'm the man.
Match. They give him the belt, and then kills.
I'm gonna marry Jack Perry. Not Jack Perry. Nick Wayne.
Whoa!
Real glass, timeless, and real glass.
No, it's Adam Copeland's like, I'm gonna marry, Nick Wayne's wife and everything. Like, it's a big celebration. Everyone's happy. Yeah,
Nick Wayne's he's like 18.
Nick Wayne's mother. I'm sorry, I don't want to get Edge cancelled. He's gonna steal his wife. Edge has been known for stealing wives, so it's kind of like
Why do you say mother? Like you're like, why don't you say mutter?
Mother. His mother. Okay, so as the celebration's going on, they were getting ready for the live sex celebration. Kill Switch came out.
Okay, that was not gonna happen. Okay, so Kill Switch comes out, and
no, it's true.
He immediately invokes the title shot that he got in the pre-show. So if you want to watch the pre-show, congratulations. Travis. So
I know, it's
Money
great.
in the
got
bank.
He got
Money in the
that,
bank,
and he
baby.
got the money in the bank, and
Money in
immediately
the
cashed
bank.
it in.
On
Money in the
Edge.
DT.
And he didn't cash it in. He gave it to Christian Cage to cash in, which
Like a
Christian
simp.
Cage wins because so Adam Copeland got him with the unprettier kill switch, whatever the hell you want to call it, and then
No, that's you
Christian
can't call it. That's
Cage
not.
gets the
Pretty.
spear.
They
Killswitch
really
is a
put
person.
the Cope and Adam Copeland tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
Mm.
the
Sick
shortest
Cope
shortest
hard.
TNT champ. There we go. This feud's not over with. We're gonna drag this shit out.
Some heat.
Okay.
Some heat.
So here's the thing: Adam Copeland needs an equalizer, so I'm kind of wondering who's gonna team up with him to take out Nick Wayne and Kill Switch. Um,
I
it's
hope
not
it's.
Sting and Darby, but
I hope
who
it's
really
good old
knows?
Chris Jericho, former tag champion of Edge.
Yeah, Jericho and Sammy Guevara.
Yes.
All
I
the
don't
sex,
know. I honestly
all
don't
the
know.
sex, all these sexual creatures together. You know, it's all makes sense.
Oh,
What do you mean by that?
I gotta get to the next
Sexton
match.
Hardcastle?
I can't. Jarvis, I love you, buddy, for that reference. That's a good one. All right, guys.
Wait, did Edge
That's
really
a good
pee in
one.
that girl's hair or no?
No.
Whoa,
Just
that's
kidding.
disgusting.
Allegations, allegedly.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It's the worst part. So.
Some dumb internet rumor that someone made up about like Randy Orton and Edge peeing in some girl's hair or something like a long time ago.
Well, she didn't realize it happened. That's the funny part about the
She
story. Like,
didn't realize it happened. She's
it's
like, my hair
that makes.
turned blonde all of a sudden. I used
Yeah,
to be
that's
a
what.
ginger. I used to have luxurious red hair, and now,
Well, you don't always pee yellow, Dom. Have you ever peed before?
yeah. Sorry, local Sprite drinker here. All right, so.
You're literally showing us you're an alien in real time. You're like, oh,
Exactly.
peas are
Sometimes,
always
like,
yellow.
He's like, write that down. Write that
Like
down.
like sometimes it's orange or purple as well. You know, like the normal
Oh,
people.
purple. What the hell? Okay, Travis.
Anyway,
All right, my friendos. We got
that was good. Christian got his belt back.
yeah. So I guess this feud drags out.
They've got nothing else for him.
So
Yeah,
it's good.
till
It's
the
gonna,
match.
it's gonna be good.
it'll be a good feud. I mean, that match was
That match was tight, baby.
tight,
It was
baby.
probably the best of the night. It was
Yeah.
tight.
This next match
Oh,
was
they had
pretty
it
damn good though. Kingston and Moxley was the finale for the AEW Continental Classic. Now you told me something that I did not know, in that the AEW Continental Championship, Eddie Kingston physically owns that belt. I
That's
guess.
what I was told. That's what I was told. That's what someone told me.
Well, there's a physical belt for that, which is whatever.
I was told that that's
whatever.
Eddie Kingston's actual, like, he owns that.
It's
Okay.
his belt
I would like to put this on record here and say,
on record.
for some reason, if Tony Khan's listening, my man, when you do a tournament like the what's it called, the Owen Hart Cup with the men's and the women, or you do the Continental Classic or whatever, do a trophy. I say don't do a championship belt. I think it's more
we
classier.
love trophies, baby.
I think it's way classier to do a trophy than a belt.
Yeah, you can get good pictures with the big trophy.
Yeah.
Right next to them. They kissing the trophy, and then you always do the angle where the motherfucker breaks the trophy. He always does it. That guy, that nasty heel. Why did he break the trophy?
Next big storyline right there. Right? Should have had Kingston win the trophy, then Moxley breaks that. But no, in the end, Moxley hugs Kingston. He says, "You're my brother, partner." And then, you get this beautiful picture of Kingston with 3 belts. He's got the strong NJPW strong open weight championship, the ROH world title also. So that's nice, and that means that he goes on to face the winner of this next match, which MJF and Samoa Joe, and you have MJF bringing out Adam Cole with him But the match, MJF gets tapped out, knocked out by Samoa Joe. It's a clean finish. It's not until after, and you just have Samoa Joe dance around, wins the belt,
He doesn't
whatever.
tap out. He doesn't tap out. He passes out.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry,
They do that arm. I love that arm gimmick, by the way. Always do that in wrestling. If you're ever refereeing a match, always do the arm gimmick, dude. People love that shit.
They do.
But no, he just it was it.
He passed out.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe doing a little dance. He did the Samoa Joe. He did a little dance.
He's there doing
He
Dougie.
did Dougie.
You got Samoa Joe who Swerve wins the belt. Ain't gonna get it. And you got Eddie Kingston now, who is gonna be vying for Joe. That'll be a good match. I don't think Kingston will get it, sadly, but he won the tournament, so he'll go after Joe. And after the match, Joe leaves. He's got the belt, whatever. You got MJF looking like he about to cry with Adam Cole, and then the Devil's henchman shows up, and then they swarm the ring.
Big baby loser, MJF.
Both of them looking like they're gonna hit him with the chair. Lights go out. Ungodly amount of time it feels like. Actually.
Yeah, and who are those other guys who are in the ring, bro?
Who are the guys in the ring? Well, the chair is placed
What's
down.
under the mask?
They don't hit the guy with the chair. They place it down. Adam Cole's sitting there.
Before we talk about that, we got to talk about the controversial way that MJF entered. Also, there was some woman that talked about them doing it in the car.
So before
Which is true.
MJF's coming out, they do a little video package, and they're just talking about, the people of Long Island, strong people, you can't kill us, this, and then they're like, this woman's like, me and MJF, we got it on, just went on, and yeah, I don't know what more you want to say on that, but that's
well, I feel like it's important because it's
I guess it is important context.
It's important because it kind of makes you think MJF's gonna be cool again.
Man, he's so cool. He got with women and didn't stay with them. He just
Oh my God.
Well, Travis not liking women. What?
What?
Is this a scandal?
What?
How
dare you?
I didn't start this rumor.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so Adam Cole.
Who's under the mask? Who's under the mask?
Down. MJF looks confused, and then you get the masking of the four dudes, and you got the Kingdom.
Luke Gallows. It was Luke Gallows, Mike Knox, D'Lo Brown.
No.
I'm mentioning
Jeremy Borash is there.
It was Bully Ray. It was the Aces and Eights. It was a big reunion. It was big.
They actually multiplied in the ring. It went from 4 guys to 8 guys.
It was
dude, and then seven came out. That was crazy.
Dustin Rhodes as Seven.
Yeah, he was really upset about Swerve being him. He changed gimmicks.
Yeah, when he got injured.
See, the thing is, like, all of these ideas that we're saying right now are better than what they did.
Yeah, so what ended up happening was it was the Kingdom. It was Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly wasn't there. Sorry.
Don't say that. That was actually good.
That would have been better. Like a mixed match of Undisputed Era and Kingdom, but no, it was sorry, I don't know why I thought Kyle O'Reilly when I thought of Roderick Strong for whatever reason, but Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, Wardlow.
Who the fuck is Matt Taven?
Why do you watch yourself? That man is a Ring of Honor world champion.
That guy's a dork.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember the other guy. Oh my gosh.
And Mike, how dare you, dude?
Mike Bennett, right?
Yeah, he's right.
I'm sorry.
I like Mike Bennett. You know, he's Massachusetts represent.
And they just
he's married to
destroy MJF.
He's married to legend in the business, Maria Kanellis.
They brought the belts.
Mm-hmm.
So now let me tell you this on my perspective as someone who watches AEW on Weekly, and I want you guys to give it as you guys. I don't know if you watch it really at all, Travis, but I know
I don't like that shit. I hate AEW.
So you got one guy who I watch it every week. You know what I mean? This is a fun little thing to watch. This is my thing every Wednesday.
You should do weekly reviews.
That's what
2
people
weekly
told
reviews.
me, but honestly,
Even
after I
Mullins will be
watched
great.
it, it
It's
would be good because you have like a fire and ice. You have someone who I enjoyed Prague mostly. More recently, it's been a little questionable some things, in my opinion. But as
Yeah.
someone who's watched this from the very start of this thing before it was
Yeah.
even on weekly and whatnot, but
What's
it's
your perspective on this angle then?
okay.
Because I have some opinions. I know
So
Dana's
So you
also.
have Adam Cole reveals he's the devil and he's not actually injured, I'm guessing, and then Kyle O'Reilly or not. I keep saying Kyle O'Reilly. Roderick Strong
You just want
is
something
like
better. That's what
I
it
just
is in your
wish there
mind.
was nothing better. Roderick
Roddy.
Strong, and these are his boys. Roddy, Taven, Bennett, and then Wardlow's there because he just hates MJF.
He said, "This is
So,
my team, Diamond
This
Mine."
is my team. And
Diamond Mine.
so they got the belts. The devil wanted the belt. Now the devil is Adam Cole because he even had the mask. He was like, "Ooh, I got the mask." Now, Adam Cole might not realize this, but he actually had the belts he had the belts this entire time. So the devil got what he wanted. He wanted the fucking ROH tag team titles. He didn't
Yeah,
even
that's what he
want
wanted.
he didn't even want the AEW tag team titles. He said, "I want the ROH tag." But he already had them.
Talk about shooting for like low things. He's like, "Listen, I can aim high or I can aim low."
Okay, so he aimed, or I don't know what he's aiming for, and
He's aiming
then
at the floor. He's like, "Bam, bam, bam."
he had
Oh,
he had attacked MJF, who was his best friend, and they had a phenomenal story, and it really does make no sense because if the devil's main purpose is to clearly it's not getting the AEW World Title, I guess, because he
Let's
gave it to
get
Samoa Joe, and in my
Yeah.
opinion, I think you could have just kept chiseling down MJF and then taken it from him. But instead, you have unstoppable Samoa Joe red hot with the belt now, and MJF who's just shattered as a human, you know, pretty much placed on the shelf. And so,
Maybe it's more personal than that, though.
yeah, but what's the
Yeah.
personal for it if they were best friends? MJF, who even was going to turn on Adam Cole, and the only thing I
Maybe
think of
that's it.
is
Maybe
that
Adam Cole was turned on.
there's only
Oh
two
my
things I can
god.
think of why Adam Cole wanted to hurt MJF and stab him in the back as the devil.
Yes.
First one being is that he's the reason he thinks he's the reason he got injured. So in reality, Adam Cole got injured because he ran down my leg, So
Maybe his them Chicopee.
yeah, so maybe that's the reason he's blamed it on MJF. The second one I'm thinking is like, oh, he nearly tried to kill him during their match in Wembley or whatever because they were just destroying each other, maybe try to kill him
Yeah.
and he was like, I need to betray him before he betrays me. But
I,
MJF proved he was never going to betray Adam Cole. So now
no,
you do have a ultimate sympathetic face in MJF who actually is more favorable to hate than love, which is weird because you do hate Adam Cole now, but you're like, what is his motives? Because is his motives because he was injured? He doesn't care about
No,
the
the
belt. He
motivation.
doesn't care about the
It's so
tag team
obvious.
belt.
It's so obvious.
So
it's
I'm
very obvious.
confused.
Here's my opinion. I'll let
Okay.
Dane go last because Dane's more passionate than I am.
Yeah.
But this is my take. So the match happens. I still think the finish was dumb. I think Joe should have not have beat MJF decisively, and
That's wrong, but okay.
It even has more cadence. Like if if Adam Cole wasn't the devil, then I would begrudgingly agree. But he's literally there for the entire match, and Adam Cole does nothing to cost this man the match. And he's just like, I will now wait till the end of the match, and it is lucky that you lost because I will now reveal myself. Like he should have just cost him, and then what? It's just to try and bait the fans. That was very badly done. Second, like Dom mentioned, I will take the Ring of Honor tag belts, but I will not feud with you for the world title. Like he should have helped him beat Joe and then turned on him. That would have made more sense. Either have him. You can't have him be in the middle. You either have him help Joe win, then MJF is protected somewhat from Joe, or you have MJF get help from Adam Cole, and Adam Cole's like, I'm glad I did it for you, buddy, and then betrays him. Because then this feud for the world title. MJF is now not feuding in the world title picture, which is not a bad thing, somewhat, if he was more protected. MJF has had a really bad babyface fun. They try and act like he's the same character. He's not. He's not as cool anymore. He's lame in some ways. Like he used to be the really the point of it isn't the same. It is. I'm not going to compare the Roman Reigns face turn because it's not that egregious, or the Diesel face turn. It's not that egregious, but it's similar, at least in my eyes. The point of turning a heel into a babyface, is keeping all the things that they were cool with, and then making them into like a face. Like MJF used to be so crafty and smart as a heel, and now he's a big dumb babyface that can't even predict that Adam Cole betrayed him. The old MJF would have knew. That's not a good thing. That's bad booking. I don't blame MJF himself for that, but that's bad. He should have been like, I saw that. Like they could have even done like Adam Cole tries to turn him, and then he blocks
Sting
it.
should have told him.
Things like that. Somebody should have told like
Sting could have went up to him and been like, I've been through this, bro. They turn on you. They all do.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like Sting, but Sting was never like. That's the difference. Sting was never a crafty heel. That's what I'm saying. Like the MJF should have been like outsmart. Like Cole should have tried to turn on him. He stopped him. Then Joe choked him out, and then you could have everything, and then you could do the thing. And then the reveal. Wardlow has been literally going on for weeks. Like I hate you, but I'm not feeling with the devil. But I am with the devil.
Or maybe there is a better way to do this. I just thought of this. Maybe he caught like Adam Cole like does cost him the match or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or
because the motivation, I know, and we both came to the same conclusion.
Or
the motivation,
at least maybe he gets like he makes the match like end in like a DQ or something. Like maybe it's like
there's like just something. The motivation, from the devil,
and then like maybe he grabs him and then he like reaches in his thing and he finds the mask and he's like, oh, it's you.
Or something like that. Like just something to give him a bit more agency, because it makes him just dumb. The fact that he's not even like. It is the most obvious subject, but no. My point is, before we let Dane have his go, because I've been going on, I want to get to the point
for you too after your thought.
Yeah, because I'm getting to the motivation. The motivation of the devil is clear. He's taking everything away from MJF to hurt him. It isn't even necessarily about the Ring of Honor World Tag Battles meant a lot to MJF because him and Adam Cole won them. The motivation to me though doesn't make sense when you factor in like if he wanted to take the title off him just to hurt MJF. Why not do it in a worse way from Adam Cole doing it himself? Like, why have Joe do it? And if if it is the motivation, then why not cost him? Why hope that Joe could do? That's the only flaw in this logic. The logic doesn't make sense anymore because Adam Cole did. You could say, oh, he delayed by trying to pretend he didn't find the fucking ring, but like. That's not enough. He should have just been like, oh, I don't have the ring, and then chokes him, and then he's like, hey, I pulled it out later. A throwback to him, what happened with him with Punk.
Or maybe he punches him with the ring.
There's something.
That would have been cool. That would have kind of been cool if he like punched him in the face with the ring.
There's something that shows Adam Cole's purpose. Because what is Adam Cole like? Why does he do this? Why was this the path he went on?
Yeah,
because
I got the reason for you, Travis. If you're ready for the reason.
Well, wait.
So what's your So Dan,
I do have a question.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's your question for me?
Before I forget on this, is that ultimately this is going to lead up to, I'm guessing, of course, 1v1 MJF and Adam Cole, probably to West Keegan or something. But on the way, we're going to have a 5v5 probably.
Yeah, who's going to team?
Devil Squad versus MJF's team.
MJF.
And
well, who's going
to? I was thinking, who the hell are going to give MJF? I can only think on the top of my head right now, maybe Jericho and the Acclaimed. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe something like that.
He's got that history with the Acclaimed. I think personally, hear me out. I think they should have booked it like this. I think would have been really cool. Okay, hear me out. Is you have that devil group of guys, still Wardlow, okay? But then you had Kyle O'Reilly and two other random whoever. You could have a debuting guy.
Who are those guys?
The thing is, you could even
some
thing is,
connection
you
with
could
him
have had.
somewhere else. But MJF ultimately has to go to Roddy and the
Mhm.
Kingdom. So then it's like,
Yeah,
I'm taking your friends because they don't trust you anymore since you became the devil. Like, I think that would have been a way better play because now you have to scramble and be like, well, who the fuck is MJF going to find to be
no,
with him?
exactly.
And
Well,
it's not going to make any
you should,
sense for one of the guys,
no,
I feel like. Like, it might make sense for the Acclaimed,
you
but
should
that's three
you, you
guys
should have you should have
out of
had
four.
you should have had Rod. I'll add this point on, then I'll let Dane go. You should have had like Adam Cole like be revealed, and you have Roderick and like the Kingdom come out. Like what's happening? And then they get attacked by these guys. You've wanted to establish that Adam Cole something. Because these guys have been just doing funny skits for like the last couple of months. How do you like all of them? Like all and
Yeah, they've just
Wardlow's
been doing
done
funny little
nothing.
skits.
Like
Now,
that's all they've done. Like how do we establish like Adam Cole's flipped a switch? You know, like it doesn't. None of this. I'm waiting. I'll wait to see the explanation. But like they're gonna have to do a lot of hoops to
I did
explain
it
why.
for The Rock.
Like that's the only thing. That's my only fault. That is my genuine only fault. Like yes, I could understand Adam Cole. He is doing this to hurt MGF. I get that's part of the story. But either you have him do something with Joe, or you have him like, or you have him. You just don't, or you have him cost the match, or you have him just. It just doesn't make any sense either way. It just either have him interfere and help Joe lose, and then turn on him, or have him not interfere, or have him cost MJF because it wasn't the fact he did nothing at all. He was acting for the camera. He wasn't. That's the thing. There's certain angles of the match when Adam Cole's like, "Oh, MJF, I'm so concerned." He was acting for the camera. He wasn't acting for MJF. MJF's not going to see Adam Cole when he fucking gets bonked in his head on the apron. Like that's anyway. I'll let you go, Dane. What's
yeah,
your
Dan,
take of it all?
what do you think about this?
So the truth is, Adam Cole found out that his little buddy there was being fake, right? Because he was working on this movie called Iron Claw, and he didn't call him. And he's like, "Yo, I like the Von Erichs. Where the fuck's my call?"
I hope that's I swear to God. You know who Adam Cole could have been though? He could have been Chris Von Erich. He's got the same physique.
That's true.
I was like, I could have been Chris Von Erich. I could have been the one that was trying to get bigger. That would have been me. They got the same physique.
But anyway, that's the true story. You guys had it all wrong. I don't know where you guys.
But what's your genuine opinion? I was gonna let you go. Like, what's your? Unless we
Oh,
just kind of say
I
it.
didn't really have a genuine opinion. I really haven't been following the storyline at all.
No, but
People
what do
have
you think
been
of
like
like how
bringing
it
it up
went?
to me.
Like, what do you think it could have been done definitely better with Cole's?
I don't know if I ever really. I don't know. I don't think that there was ever going to be a good answer. Really, like I don't know if anyone was ever going to be really happy with the answer of who it was. I think they kind of put themselves in a corner. They didn't really think it all the way through. I mean, like, who the hell could have been that people would have been really satisfied with besides like CM Punk? And that was like a ship that already sailed.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
feel like CM Punk was the happiest conclusion, but once that was already determined, it wasn't going to happen. I am okay with Adam Cole's the Devil because it's like the backup plan, probably in terms of like, but it still doesn't make the reasoning clear and why and whatever. It's this whole mess, but it's better than Jack Perry. It's better than it was just Samoa Joe.
What if it was Tony Khan?
That would have just been funny and goofy, honestly.
That honestly might have been good. Like you might have
That
liked
might have
that.
been good
You
because
would have been
it's
like,
so stupid.
guys, I have an important announcement. I'm the devil. I'm the
Tony
AEW devil.
Khan
And
as an announcement.
he-
This
And he
was
goes, and then he goes, let's fucking go.
like he said, I was afraid of my life, so I had to turn my life around and become the devil.
I had to
Like he was
turn
that afraid.
I became CM Punk.
That was also better than like if it was Ziggler, Nick,
That would have been
Nick
good
Diamond or
too. I
something.
didn't even think of that.
Like,
Yeah.
So oh man,
He's just resting. He's probably eating a hot
I'm
pocket or
glad
something.
it's over with. I'm glad this devil mystery is over with because it started, it stopped, it started, and boom, here we are now. Like,
Yeah, that's all it is.
so.
And the thing is, a lot of people predicted this already. Like, and you could say sometimes the story, and I've said it before. Sometimes the predictable winner isn't necessarily the worst, and things like that. Like I've said that about like the thing that happened at Mania with Roman Reigns beating Cody Rhodes. Like everyone expected Cody to win because he should have, but they were like, "Oh, it's too predictable."
I mean, it would have been kind of cool if what if it was like the devil was like a part of the House of Black? That would have been kind of cool, right?
Well, the thing is, it's just like Adam Cole, everyone knew,
Yeah.
and they did it in such a way that was like I said, I think it was lackluster. Like what I'm going to like, he didn't do anything. Like Joe winning clean is not a problem if Adam Cole wasn't there as well. If you want to like, or Adam Cole was like took out or something like this, but he was like he was involved.
Or like,
in, like
maybe there could have been someone from like the Indies from like his past, and they could have done
not
something
even just
like
that. Like I'm not even necessarily fully against Adam Cole. It was just the way it was done, which was bad. Like there was no. He was just like, I'm going to hope that Samoa Joe beats this man clean. And it was clean. There was no like cheat. Joe didn't cheat. Like yeah, there was a ref bump, but that's not like that wasn't caused by Adam Cole. There was a slight hesitation with the ring giving, but that's not cheating. Like it's still once again because AEW doesn't like messed up finishes. Mostly that's what it was.
We like fucking crazy finishes. I do like that he passed out though.
No, I like that, but he could have done it like just Adam Cole, like, oh, I don't have the ring, and Adam Joe's like, what do you mean? But like, oh, Adam Cole's like, I can't find the ring, I can't, and he's like, no, I can't, it's a throwback to like war, but they find the ring anyway. Like it was like it, unless you.
Oh yeah, he could have gave like a really good reaction. He could have not been able to find the ring, and then he puts him in the choke, and he passes out, and then he has the ring right to the camera. Yeah, I like that. That's the shit. That's the shit.
That's the stuff you need, and that's or even like,
if
you really want to be kind to it, you could say he was waiting for Joe to get him, but that's too much. That's too much credit because that's too extra. He needs to like, oh, I've just got the ring, and Joe gets him. Like it just camera angles and things need to be done better, and like it's just like the way they. Oh yeah, let's talk about the last thing. The lights went out. We love our lights going out in AEW. That was silly. That was silly. Like they were already all in the ring. Like
it was the Undertaker.
And the lights will flicker on and off.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu is the devil. Well, that was AEW World's End, my friends, and I guess we'll just have to see where we go from here. A couple questions, couple answers, couple. Well, actually, I don't know if we have any definitive ends.
We have questions.
Maybe a couple, but
we have questions about this already.
Yeah, we do.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
No, I'm not talking about. It was more just.
There's no chatters. We don't got chatters.
It was more about AEW eating chicken for some reason, but
what?
I don't know, but nonetheless, though, no, we do have questions on what's going to happen next in AEW, and that's what keeps it interesting. We know that Joe also is going to redesign the belt. I looked on the Twitter machine in between here. I was talking, so expect a belt redesign. Also, to end off the stream here, I'm going to bed after this one. I want you guys. So sorry.
I thought we were gonna play I thought we were gonna do a show. What happened?
Sorry about that one. You got to just look at funny little pictures. Which you do anyways, but
I hope you get stabbed in the butt like Vanilla Ice.
Oh my god!
Shout out to Vanilla Ice.
Kevin Dunn is retiring. He's done. He's out of WWE. So.
He's done. Thank God.
Dun.
So.
But anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks,
good job for all the talent. Good job for all the talent at World's End. Good job for all the talent at World's End. It's not your fault. It's the company's direction that we, don't blame the talent. Don't blame the people. Only the men in charge. The real devil, Tony Khan.
Take it easy.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm still gonna watch it Wednesday because it's, come Wednesday, it's a nice little thing to do after work. And I guess this is my WCW in the worst of so I want to sit back and watch it. Maybe it'll recover.
Yeah, and then you're gonna start watching NXT instead and grow some hair on your chest.
That'll be funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is where we call it for the stream, and let's see y'all next time.